How are you doing? Good. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm Topaz. Welcome. Okay, yes, we have an appointment today. Before we get started, would you like any ashwagandha tea? Okay, yeah, no, totally fine. Okay. So, before we dive into all of this, I just want to get a few things out of the way. Okay, yeah, thank you. So I know that we have an appointment and that you are a little bit familiar with our services. Okay, good. Yeah, but we try very hard to operate under an anti-oppressive inclusive framework, but we recognize that we are constantly learning and we're not perfect. Okay, so if there is anything at all during this appointment that makes you feel uncomfortable or anything at all that seems a little bit off, if I do or say something, please feel free to either correct me, okay, or you can submit something on our website, you can come back in, you can use social media, okay, and it can be privately if you want, but we are trying to be very transparent, so a public call out and a public apology is also very much acceptable and something that we are striving for because transparency and accountability are very important, okay? Yeah, okay. So like I said, I'm Topaz. I think I told you that. Yeah, okay, probably. So I know your name. Is that your legal name, your preferred name, or... Okay, good. And what are the pronouns I should be using? I don't think anybody let me know. Okay, good. Thank you so much. All right. Good. So I understand that you're kind of new to the personal styling thing. Okay, well that's exciting. And you were looking for some Halloween costumes. Right, okay. I did jot a few ideas down. Yeah, we don't have to go with any of them, but it's just sort of a starting off point. Exactly. Now, I will need to take a few measurements, and I recognize that this process can be very uncomfortable, so if at any point you want me to stop, I won't, and I will be asking permission, of course, okay? But we recognize that measurements and sizing information can be quite harmful. And it does promote toxic beauty standards, and yeah, it can be pretty harmful mental health wise. So we have a slightly different system, okay, and it's not perfect by a long shot, but we tend to stay away from things like small, large, just really harmful terms. Yeah, so we will have different names that are hopefully going to inspire some positive feelings in people. Okay. And again, it's not perfect, but we do need some sort of system so that we understand which items are going to be the best fit. So we may have something like warrior would be your size or something, you know? Exactly. We just really want everyone to feel proud of themselves and comfortable in their own skin. Okay. Now I'm thinking, if it's all right with you, but just getting some really base measurements and figure out which size category, and then we can go through the ideas. Okay, good. Now, are you comfortable if I take the measurements? Okay, good. So I'm just going to do just a couple of really quick ones, and then we can get into the ideas. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing around the waist. All right, now you let me know if you're uncomfortable, okay? All right. So, actually, would you be comfortable holding one end of it? Amazing, thank you. Okay, let's see. Okay, good. I'm just gonna write that down. And then we're going to do one more. I'm just going to go, you know what? Actually, I think we should go over the ideas because some of these measurements might be unnecessary depending on the costume. Right, exactly. Okay, yeah, so now again, feel free to shoot down any ideas that you don't like, that you're not comfortable with. Okay, exactly. Yeah, Halloween is one of those things where it's so much fun, okay, but there are a lot of costumes that can be quite harmful. Yeah, the rampant cultural appropriation, mockeries of people, of folks with disabilities, people of different skin colors, all sorts of. Exactly. Yeah. It's a tough time for a lot of people, so I do have some ideas. Again, they're not perfect, okay? But we're aiming for something that is going to be fun, but still appropriate, okay? And, let's say, politically correct, right? Because we don't want to be promoting. Yeah, exactly. So, I thought these two ideas sort of, they tie in together. And I will also note, please feel free to tell me if you have your own ideas as well, because that would be incredible. Collaboration is great. Okay. So, I was thinking perhaps a Greta Thunberg costume. Exactly. I mean, she's kind of a hero, so that would be a simple one. My only concern is that it might be difficult for people to tell exactly who you are. But tying into that, I kind of went outside the box a little bit, and I thought a melting glacier. I know, it's very original, and brings awareness to climate change, okay, of course, but it's also a unique costume idea. It could be fun. Yeah, because there is a lot of hypersexualization of different professions and female presenting bodies during this time, and we don't really want to play into that kind of misogyny and objectification. Right, so here we do tend to stay away from these sexualized costumes. Yeah, exactly. So I know that a melting glacier might seem, oh my goodness, how would that even work? I have plenty of ideas to play with different fabrics and textures. if you have sensitivities to certain textures or fabrics, please let me know, because exactly, I know that certain fabrics and textures can be triggering for certain people, but I do have a few ideas surrounding the melting glacier. It makes a statement politically and, I mean, fashionably, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have melting glacier. I think we can eliminate Greta Thunberg. It was more of a starting off point, but again, I think it might be a little difficult to tell. Yeah. Okay. I was also thinking that we could potentially try. I know that you are sort of interested in certain cartoon films, Disney films, right? And it can be a little bit tricky because a lot of the princesses play into a lot of regressive stereotypes. However, I thought we could do our own sort of version of maybe Ariel and just do a mer person. Right, because mermaid is very, kind of sticks you in a box of female only. And we want to be a little bit more inclusive than that. Right. So a mer person can do the tail and things like that. And then we could sort of play around with the costuming on the top. We could also do scales further up on the body. We could do something that is more similar to what the character would wear. But we also don't want to stick you in that little box and say you have to be female presenting. Exactly. So that's a maybe. Okay. So mer person and melting glacier. I know that you also liked, you mentioned a few Disney movies to my colleague on the phone. So I was thinking Frozen, again, could be, yeah, Elsa and Anna, they're very common costumes. Olaf, again, would be kind of sticking you in this gender-specific box. So I thought we could do something similar. Definitely a nod to the character, but make you a snow person. Yeah, exactly. The snow person is sort of, yeah, like I said, we don't want anybody to feel like they have to fit certain gendered stereotypes and only wear certain clothing. Exactly. And we don't want to turn somebody else's gender identity into a costume in the meantime. Exactly. You're not so keen on the snow person. Okay. No, that works for me. I thought I have 2 more, and then if you have any, oh, pardon me, I have 3 more. There are obviously a lot of people who dress up in uniforms, but it defund the police, right? Okay. So I was thinking perhaps we could do some sort of a costume. Now this one I'm not 100% sold on because I like the idea, but the execution might send a different message. So I was thinking a pig costume with a police uniform on top. Okay, yeah, I'm really glad you think so. I was a little bit concerned because I certainly never want to imply that I'm comparing a person's body with a pig. Yeah. Okay, I'm very relieved. I'm very relieved to hear that. So, oh, you really like that one. Okay, good. So pig. I think we can probably just call it the pig costume. The police uniform part is kind of redundant. Okay. And here we go. An ethical farmer. Okay, an That does sound a little bit out there. Yeah, well, I'm thinking a farmer sort of costume. And instead of animals and meat products and things like that, we could have you walk around with packaging, recycled packaging, of course, and things of that nature to show that you would have soy products and grains and things like that, like a vegan farmer. Yeah, exactly. I mean, oat milk doesn't come from the sky. So something like that, because meat is murder and we don't really want to promote that kind of thing. So this sort of ethical vegan farmer would be kind of a cool thing. Make a statement, get people curious. Maybe. Okay. And would you be open to a costume that required some sort of prop type detail? Yeah, okay. And are there any physical limitations that might make it difficult to use certain types of props? Okay, great. I thought this one would be fun. We would have to build sort of this prop thing to go with the costume, but I thought it would be really funny. Donald Trump's mugshot. I know. I thought that would be funny, kind of dress you up as Donald Trump and then build this photograph type device around you. Oh, absolutely. We have some very, very skilled people working here. They could, yeah. Okay. So we have Melting Glacier, Ethical Farmer, Merperson, Pig, Donald Trump's mugshot. Okay. Not the Merperson. I agree, it is a little bit more of a typical costume. Same as okay, so no Merperson, no farmer. Okay. I agree, the Melting Glacier is a very interesting one. It would take longer to sort of build the costume though. Absolutely, we could do that next year. So we'll save the Melting Glacier for next year. You like the pig? The pig costume. Oh, I am so glad to hear that. Yeah. Now, if we are going with the pig, I just love it because of the whole, one word sums up both parts of the costume. It's great. Do you have any allergies or sensitivities with makeup type products, just in case we needed to do some sort of prosthetic or makeup on your face for the pig features? Okay. Oh, no, of course not. No, everything is cruelty free, and we only buy from companies that do not sell on mainland China because of their animal testing rules, although China has changed the requirement this year. Yeah, it is no longer a requirement to test cosmetic products on animals. Well, that doesn't mean that it's illegal there, unfortunately, but finally a step in the right direction, right? I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, so no sensitivities. Excellent. So I got that measurement. Would you be comfortable if I measured the circumference of your head? Okay, yeah, it is a little bit of a funny one, but we want to make sure that the police hat fits you properly. Okay, so if you could, I'm just gonna, okay, Okay. Write that down. Okay. Are you more comfortable with the police uniform, with the pig costume? Are you more comfortable with that being pants, shorts, type of dress or skirt? Okay. Oh, okay. And the tail in the back. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so I did measure the waist. Would you prefer short sleeves? Right, exactly. Because if the sleeves are shorter, we would have to do the pink sort of makeup all the way down the arm. Oh, you would? Okay, excellent. We can absolutely do that for you. So, pink. So I don't really need to measure the length of your arms then. Are you comfortable if I just measure from shoulder to shoulder? Okay, thank you very much. I'm just gonna, okay. Yeah, just take a deep healing breath in and expel negativity. Excellent. We just want the shoulders nice and relaxed. Okay. Okay. Excellent. Shoulders. Okay. Would you like any shoes or boots with the costume? Boots, I agree. I think that would be excellent. Do you happen to know your shoe size? Okay. Generally, now, do you ever find that you have to go up a half a size or down a half a size? No? Okay. Yeah, my shoe size is all over the place. Okay. So, we've settled on the costume. I have the necessary measurements. And I do understand that it is sometimes a little bit taxing mentally to, yeah, just knowing that somebody was measuring your body, it can feel pretty invasive and humiliating. Yeah, and I hope that you understand that there's no judgment here. And it's funny. When I was telling you that we use the different words for our sizing, I gave you an example. Yes, I said warrior. And that's actually the size you are. Yeah, okay. Isn't that something? Yeah, so if you are feeling a little bit uncomfortable, pardon me, if you are feeling a little bit uncomfortable about it, I really hope that you're able to sort of remember and repeat to yourself that you're a warrior. Okay, you're a warrior. You are perfect exactly as you are. Now, mentally, we are all always growing and unlearning problematic things and doing our best. Yeah, exactly. So we're all constantly in this metamorphosis towards being awakened. Yeah. And you're doing the best you can. And you don't have to change your body, your physical appearance for anyone, okay? Okay, I'm so glad. Yeah. Now, the details, we do have quite a few very, very talented folks working here. Somebody will give you a call, if that's okay. Do you get phone anxiety? Because we can also email or text. Email, okay. And was your email given to Phoenix when they answered the phone? Yeah, okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Will you call to make an appointment, and knowing that you have the phone anxiety. That's incredible. You really are a warrior. See? I love it when the universe just talks to us like that, don't you? How absolutely wonderful. Well, I would say give us 7 business days. If you have not received an email in those 7 business days, please feel free to email us or reach out over social media. If you're comfortable calling, you can absolutely do that, but do not feel pressured, okay? You should have an email before the 7th business day, but just in case. Yeah, and then you can see the costume, you can try things on, you can give feedback about what you like or don't like. Okay, and we don't necessarily charge a fee because we do believe that capitalism is the root of evil in Western civilization. So if you have the ability to contribute some money, we do have a tip jar at the front. We also have different tip jars and those little tap machines for various charities and organizations. Yeah, exactly. Of course. Yeah, you can absolutely donate to multiple charities as well. We just really want to pay it forward and make sure that everybody isn't feeling pressured. Exactly. Okay. Well, it was so lovely to meet you. Thank you for coming in. And I am looking very, very much looking forward to getting this costume tried on.